Okay, Marlo, over to you, Tim.
Okay, all right, man. Let's get started. And all right, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you're coming from. Ladies and gentlemen, Tongan pro athletes of today's and yesterday, welcome to our weekly conversation with our Tongan pro athletes. We are honored every week to bring to you one of our athletes to have a conversation, get to know them, and to find out what it takes to become a pro athlete, their commitment, their sacrifice, the mental toughness they have, their preparation, their hard work and determination, in hopes that we learn from them about the journey they have taken to become who they are. But before we start, we want to ask everyone to please, if you like what we are doing, to please share our conversation, share our page, and you can also go to YouTube and type in Tongan Pro Athletes, and all of our conversation is there on YouTube. And our guest tonight is Alatini Saulala. Born in Tonga, he attended Ricks College, now known as BYU in Idaho, where he played football. After suffering a leg injury, he returned to his roots, which is rugby. In 1994, he moved to San Mateo, California, and teamed up with fellow Hall of Famer Vaya Antoni. They co-founded the San Mateo Rugby Club. As a founder, player, head coach, Saulala helped the team win 2 15s and won 7 national championships. On the international stage, Saulala played for the Tongan national rugby team for 2 years, appearing in 16 test matches. In 1997 to 2000, he played for the U.S. rugby national team as their center. Also played in the 1999 Rugby World Cup. Saulala has coached varieties of clubs across the Northern California Bay Area region. He is currently the head coach for the Peninsula Green High School Rugby Club, where he continued to stay involved in rugby. Alatini, whamala pito pe ho tari mau korea ke hau tau ki popo la pe via fin. Ke hamea lahi ko tau po la pe o whia kawaki ki ho taimina ke sporti ai ma whia o lava mai via fin. Korea pe ke humai o whahoko mai koe, whahoko mai mo o mātua, mo I kolo na mo hao ai me tonga, ko I lo pegu lahi ka kai nau whi I latu ki he kolo ko ia.
Koe.
Ko nau whi mau peke nau claim bi koe, he ko hao ko nau kolo.
Koe.
Kaku malo abito, pagi humai.
Ia. Ko kore begi uhu whanga he ngai tala whakatapu ko whake atu me he whituna. Pea ko whamalo he whainga maari e whafofa pe ko ngoi lotu maulalo. Mo honga ia I he whainga maari ko ni. Ange ko lau. Kai ke te kau he lau ka koe hanga pesi o mou whakawhi pe ko whia. Pe ko maa lotu maulalo. Ki ngā kau ma kau tangata mauinga. Waka kai na nau lawa o hoko ko cash I he prokalama ko ni. Pe ko whamalo atu. Ko hingoa ko Alatini Saulala. Ka te ki lawe te mege o family, ma o weu. Ko hingoa ko Alatini Saulala, ko ku tamai, ko siana mei halau furi wawao. Ko ne whae mei talau I wawao, ne afu be, ko ne tangata igi be mei halau furi. me ha Saulala pe. Pea koe whae, koe whiwhine ka meri whae ka meri pe ka tamai ki whare vai. Koe ne tangata e kiu hau me he koe ha Blakes.
Oh, okay.
Pea moe koe ne kui whiwhine me ha Wolfgram. Pea koe ai koe whahai eu whae, koe kono hinga ko Ivoni Muffy Blakes. Pea koe wai be koe ne kui koe whiwhine me i whalareu, ai mau pea ka meri. Whalareu pea mo talau pe ne iafu pea ka maafu ka halau furi koe whanua e tangata. Pea koe whanua, au te lau pe koe whanua e tamai koe whanua te hau me ai. Ka nā ku tūpu hake pea ui e ka meri wawao.
Oh, okay.
Mau tūpu hake pe ka meri o wao peke u hau ki heni na peke u te hiki ka whanua. Pea koe mahalo pena koe hau ki wha, mahapo koe pao whamiri hena koe ke wanga iloi. Ka koe.
Ia, ta mago ka preiki foki pe ko ka mau fae o family what ka he ha be ka preiki.
Iyo. Mari. Hai kasi.
Ia, ta iro. Ta ko malo bita ho la mai ka ko na peke ki ta foki pe ki tonga, ta foki ke na ke ho tupu hake ho kamata mai me tonga ho kamata me tonga o au ke na ke ha whakaku ki Amerikani o ki whamatala mai mua pe ho kamata mai me tonga na ho sporti mana ko mua ha tau na mau Hawaii ki Amerikani ko na to hoko atua.
Iyo. Na ku tupa ke pei wa u hanga ku lau na tupa ke pei ka meri. E koe konga lahi taha pe ku mo ia kuia. Koe kamata pe ku wako he rugby pe ka meri pe i he mau timi whakalapu pe kaure kaha kei wa inga holo pe ta whak sideline koe whamasina ka kai lalai. Kana ku wako pe i whangatonga. I wa u pe ho. Ai koe kamata e manako koe ke wa inga koe o ko me tamai ki he lunch. O mai ki he malai whakapu, malai wa inga koe whakatonga o wa inga holo pe ai o whai o loi pe. Whedakai ai pe o kai ke uilo i te koe mea te ufu manako au pito ai. E ku hiki me i whakatonga na ku aloi ki he middle school koe ni afu middle school ai ni koe mamonga ai ku mau saki. Pea mau aloi o kamatai pe wa inga kai pe ke fu ilo whewhe. Pea hiki ai me ai ki Saineha. Ai ko hiki koe ki Saineha High School ki he taha hiwa waluwha. Ai ko hiki atu ko ia wai ka tangatane ala lahi pe. Ia mau tolu ka mahalo na e kai ke futoko lahi ka wa inga na mau huhanga tonu te pe me middle school. Ai ko tau taha wha pe ia. O huhanga tonu pe o si ni ai pe he tau ko ia he waluwha. Moe walu nima, moe walu ono. Ai koe walu ono, na mau silai Saineha, moe walu fitu, na mau silai pe Saineha. Pea osi koe walu fitu, pea mau, pea haure wanga whakau, nau ai ko au kau ke sasi koe no sasi mamonga. Pea haure wanga whakau he walu walu, moe walu hiwa, o whoketu ki tonga he hiwa noa. Ai na whoketu ki tonga he sa nuari hiwa noa. Ai koe fufu hau e koe ki Amerikani, na ngā whawhai whikau i San Diego. Nā mahau whakataha pe me tamataha na e utawha, na e tawha whanua pe tonga, pe na e kau pehe kau coachia tonga, ka tamo ko Isleri Fatani. Nā mahau whakataha pe mo iso hu ki MTC Henry Provo. E walu.
Walu, ia.
E Februari walu. Pe ki tu wai ka pulu he whitao e ua,
Ia.
Ai
na jospe hoko ia, pai tai whoku pe ki tonga?
Iyo. Na oske unga whakau he hiwa noa, ko whoka tuko ki tonga koe, ko si lere whoka whiau hia wa ui he taimi ko ia. Pea whoka tu pe hu pe he kalapu ko ni ka mautauri wa ui a timi ko a kameri i loa pe ko laione. O mau o wa inga pe he hiwa noa. Pea nai whai e whiau hiko ni ko e tau whakawahe ki i he tau ko he tahiwa hiwa noa, nai whai ki hapai. Na me mui holo pe foki u tau whakawahe i he conference ko ni ko asas wesi ia nā pana mau aloi ki hapai. O whai ko e tau whakawahe ko ia o uia ia Sean Win Pola i he hiwa noa. Pea taimi fuko ia ko si fili timi atonga tim ta fonua tonga. Pea na ne fai haki fare I ke mawang ki tonga ke mauto kau pe to try out I he hiva noa. E ta hiva noa o ke mawang o try out ia. Ai na mau alat mi va una mau toko fa. Wa mo tama ko ke some halalilo mo offer plate. Ai go offer go si ia hek fa
Oh, okay.
Tungan wang kolak pe mo tamasiko mai ko whirikitonga pe mo toka taha ma mo istapueluelu mahalo ko istapuelu me tawa whanua pe mo o ma wai ko whanga maalia ma to whai tau whiriwhiri o whiri pe mo isi I tau ko ia ke maalu tau o mahu whakataha ke mo vaia na mahu whakataha pe mana matua whakataha pe mo vaia ki mau fufu atua tau ko ki haa moa ai koe hiva noa ia.
Hiva noa ia, okay.
Yeah.
Pana ke hau whaku, na ke tau whafonua pei tonga pa ke toki hau wani he ni.
Iyo, na anko kulau, na huko he tima tonga ta whafonua pea I hiva noa mo hiva taha.
Hiva taha.
Peta ki osiko hiva taha pa hau ki heni ti sema hiva wa. Hiva taha.
Hiva taha.
Ai koe ose mautua ki fisi pa mau hau ai koe o hau ai pea ki Amerikani koe hau whinga ako.
Iya.
Pea o hau koe ki Amerikani hiva ai hurewa ki Rick's College hiva ua, hiva tolu. Pea maari ai pe pau toki foki mai koni koe ki San Mateo hiva wha.
Hiva wha, okay.
O lotonga lere time a San Mateo he taimi gawe. Nei ui pe he taimi gawe tonga ni enki. I he taimi ko ia kimu o e nei ko time ai mawhanga. Mawhanga he taimi koe.
Oh, okay. Iya. Aia pa mo hau ko ia pa mo fotu wai pe koe ai San Mateo Club.
Iyo. Hau koe ulere pe whuke timi koe a San Mateo hiva wha Ulere pe kana me kau pe urik whakatonga te ka timi he taimi ko ia. Ha timi a Polincia pe ha tim tonga kau he liki ko ni koe USA Rugby League Ai ni koe unioni. Ai koe mawo mai koe ki San Mateo he taimi ko ia kaua vaia e whakatu koe mea kana e ngā tangata mau inga bito San Mateo. Ko Samuel halaufia pe mo se misi tau moe peau. Ai ko naua na whai koe ni koe tataki koe timi mo whinga i koe ke hu ke he timi liki koe ni koe ke hu ke he lik pālangi ke union koe ka pālangi. Ai koe taimi koe te kei pe ha tim Polincia ia po ha tim tonga kua hu ke he timi koe he whaau i koe ni koe a USA Rugby.
USA Rugby, ia.
Koe Samuela mo se misi nana whai koe whinga i koe ke hu e tim a San Mateo ki ai.
Ia. Ai ko whakamaria koe nai mawai koe na whanako pe he utimi ko ia. E nau whahau pe mi ki veni o sio, nau whahau sio homo whaatau ho he ni kana. Kana kai fuke mai no ki a fuke a rugby he taimi ko ia.
Rugby, koe.
Koe, nau whanako pe he homo tau he taimi ko ia.
Koe.
Vivian, you have any question or comment you want to take? You want
to? Hi, Tim.
Hi.
Go te whamalmalo te pehe. Alatini. And congratulations, Alatini. I'm so proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Mooni lahe lawa Alatini. Koe kamata e timi, koe kamata e Samuela halaufia pia mo se misi tamo e peao. How I got involved in this, I had no idea. But I'll tell you one thing. We were watching and I mean, finally they got into the league gone Kaupalangi. I mean, a rugby union gone Kaupalangi. Now, tawa osi ta ko to San Mateo utimi ka to ko te wen ko ke play off ko ke ko hai o eligible ke Sweet 16. Oh, what a bit now malo. Or big now as my now folk my me malay now matafaka fula Michael. What is going on? The man I thought, oh, we got disqualified. For
Oh,
what? The man I thought paperwork. I'm like,
oh wow.
paperwork. I'm like, what kind of paperwork? Because
Uh-huh.
even me, I wasn't even into rugby at that time. But you know, for me as a person, my personality is just like paperwork. Man, if I paperwork, honey, how cannot us? We can. Well, how come none of us cannot pay attention to all this? And that's how I started to get involved with the guys.
Nice, nice.
I mean, I volunteered myself out there because, and then to find out there's so many meetings and with the committee, there is so many things and rules and regulations that these guys don't even pay attention. All they want to do is now you know, but it comes down to the, you know, they had to do, you know, they have to follow the rules.
Yeah.
So
That's the
that's
thing
how
about, yeah, I think that's a lot of it has to do, like even
Yeah.
there's people that's running the team that has no clue of how to run the team. And just like you just said here, the players, that's their job to play,
Yes.
to be on the field and play, and not to worry about anything else besides playing. And that's involved, you know, how to run an organization like that is, you know,
It's a
and it's
lot
a
of
lot of
work.
work. Yes.
But I tell you, I
Yeah.
did it all. I mean, I'm not trying to brag about myself, but
Right.
just to sit back and
And look
you
back
know,
on what you did
look
that.
back at what I did for these
Yeah.
guys. I was like their mother figure. I was like their auntie. I was like
Yeah.
their cook, their
Yeah.
who fundraising for everything. Because my for I look at sweet 16, you know, go see a team get ultimi. They all dress up, you know, nicely. You know, they wear the same outfits, you know, when
Right.
they're on the plane. Oh, Axe, Via, and Alatini. I did all of that.
Oh, wow. So you were a big help.
I
You were a
made
big help.
them feel special, and it's like a part of the game, you know.
Yes. 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 When you, yeah, it's when you get to that level. I mean, even for myself, when you know, just looking back of what happens when you make it to the NFL. My job is to get on the field and play. I don't have to worry about where I have to buy a ticket or where to go buy lunch. It's already there.
Oh yes, and
But
all that was on me, like our airline schedule, when we landed, to get a vehicle, our rentals, our hotels, and our meetings. And then at the end of the day, I have to go by everybody's room and drop off water, banana, you know, whatever they need. You know, I made
you
all
were a
of
big
that.
part of it. You were a big part of them.
I mean, that's why I'm sitting here and I'm so proud of Vaya and I'm so proud of Alatini because San Mateo Rugby was like a team to hate. Everybody hated us. It was everybody did not like us, period. And especially when I got involved. Oh, I live in San Jose and I attend whatever meeting. Whenever they have a meeting, I'm always at that meeting. I always make sure I'm at that meeting. You know, a bunch of palangi, bunch of lawyers, bunch of doctors, and all these big people sitting over there. I say, hell no, I'm gonna sit over here and
Of course. So, yeah, you don't have to be intimidated by them. You know?
No. And you know what? I end up being friends with all of them, and they really took gifts. They said, "Oh, nobody can do it. You only you. I don't know how you can do it." I said, "Man, never underestimate a brown woman like me."
Brown woman.
Alatini, kaya
Deal.
haban na ho siya gani ho mo timi ko ya. na tare niti ko kautonga ka to bena ai ka ho timi pego tola hang be kautonga na tau he homo timi
Ko hinga ki he timi kana a San Mateo.
a San Mateo ia homo timi mo San Mateo
Io na ia pe me ka ofisi na ka wai
oh okay
o tama fish o to na pe me ka palangi na vai na mix it's a mixed team ai pe me le ko ngore ka hamo na ma vai nga kana me tokolahi pe ko ka tonga
kada ha to la ko timi fiha mo li ko
ko hinga ke foi li ki mana
yeah
mau na ia upe he uta mai ko timi tahau ke timi tahau
oh
na depend ke time go ia first division i Bay Area na me lai taha ko timi first division ke tai ni mi hanga reverse tai ni me la hanga third division i second i first division i tai ni mi ka ko tai mi ko ia na fu fainga ta bito ko fa au bito mau fainga ke ai na mau hu atu ko ki he timi ko na ki lave bega vivi Nei mix pe ka tonga me ka hamoa me ka fishi ka koe lahe ta queen kati ka mawoko ke play off ko ke me ka fi pare malai ta tamai ki le mo on be nai be ka tama na sta fo no tonga ai be ku mawoko ke play off fu dominate ma to ke mi be ka ha ko ke ko residents ko fo to ko be fo allow ke hu ke he timi ai me residential me 50% se timi
ka
to ko ke kana mau alu pe fai pe finga foki na mau ilo pe ka ke mau alu ai ku ki lave ka vivi fe ka aki mo ia ko fo time pe ia na hu ma vivi ko niko o fakalele ko ai mu me fa pe pa ko ke mahino po ka tama queen card me me Pero tipo na hanga pe video ki mix ya ngai me ni. Wai ngai ka tama he mau timi na e fai palang e he mau alu. But that's a different story.
Yeah, that's beside the point, right? That's beside the point.
The winning is all about winning.
That's what you call baby's immigration.
Yeah, we can take care of that. Yeah.
I really did.
Yeah.
Go for a non-resident. Go get now lava hooky lot dog for it to go. Ooh, I beg up for it to go told. But go doing all it and now no flavor tarifaki. Now, yeah, they've been, and it was really hard on me, you know. A little bit white mouth fold down. Go, we better must see how. Do see a palangi check it because matar down with ID. We check my green card.
I'm gonna check the fake ID.
It was like a nervous it Mikey, but I'm gonna do Otimo nervous modo to go I'll go. When you have Hatamasi go non-resident or go see a palangi or see who would put Talano here. I go with like mau alu ki sino na mau alu ki what's that Pittsburgh bago o si alea ibo sta ba ki team Pittsburgh go now team go hosi alea e mau timi go mau hifot pe hu ke he locker room ia ka alange u timi ko ko u timi o hanu how pe timi San Mateo hu ke locker room ko tanga na to atunga e ko communication me ka palangi different kita me ka palangi
yeah
it was fun time though.
That's great.
It's a good memory that I remember. For me, I thought Maui national. Pagi mo ko pa Oscar sing a national anthem pau pege ui mai tama pe tu o gi mo. Na tama mau timi mo to ko ta kai mo ya. Ui mai ko ta kai mo ko gi mo ma to he ui mai ko national me announce mai ko dark brown. Ai mo fi fuck we higher dark brown. Ta ko ta kai mo ya bien na ui ko ta ma fang ai. Ko finga na tula pe he anga ko mau alu fra ofa. Ko kuki fa matala timi ke taimi ko ia na iso ke tim a Hewoti ma tim a San Mateo ke manatu pe ke me ko tama ko uhinga ni ki he tare niti ko tau tolu ko ni u tim a kakai tonga ko amerikani ai na hua ka Hewoti pa na win national Ka no fo tai mini he tai ni me whakau. Ka pau na mau kompaina foi timi pe ta. E taha pe tamaki he woti tamaki le mo oni Pe ka pau na taha mau foi timi he tami ko ka mau hanga. It's easier for us to win any games. Ke mau alu ke ka ai pe mau foi timi ua ke mau alu. Ka ke ka time for ko ya na ki ke pe mau timi ka ko kau he tim le au pito he time ga tim a he woti
Okay. Kana ko fa no ko pe he ka no ke o ko di ko ki Denver. Ko Denver is it ko fa la ko fa be tournament go ki Denver. Ko feito ya go is it where the Eagles at? Ko ya Eagle. The US national team is it from there?
Ai go vai. Ko sa tu ai
Io,
leva.
team mahal ko lately it goes to Denver, but
Okay.
back then it depends. Some places they host the championship, so
Okay.
back then like we go to Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, those areas, Cincinnati, Ohio, those areas. Ko e toki ki muini mai na ofi mai ki muini pa toki mostly go to Denver now.
Denver.
Ka ko taimi ko e na e lahi pe alta kai holo pe.
Base pe depend pe for no na host
No.
For win
But some places I think they bid for the championship and they hosting the back then.
Go ahead, Vivian.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
I think Pittsburgh, they got it twice in a row. In a year, 2 years in a row. 2 years in a row.
Okay. Let's look at high school. You're coaching at high school right now, right? Do you think if our kids, I know everybody wants to get into American football here in the United States, you know, and the goal is to make it to the NFL. I mean, every kid that plays football, and the goal is to make it to the NFL. Our kids are talented, and would you think the kids that don't make it to the NFL would be a good fit for them to try out and play rugby? Would that be a good transition for them to play, you know, going from playing American football and transition to rugby? Would that be a good transition for them?
Yeah. I give an example. Ki nai tamasi pe tau tolu heni ko aripate tui puloto. Nai mau nai record le ka I he most touchdown I he high school level in the state.
In the state.
Pe how level le ka foku mai level ki tama o vainga rugby. He made it to the national team from San Mateo.
Okay.
I go shot go ai lahi au pito ngai whanga maari ko me meki he peseti me meki kau tama kon to fitu kona USA rugby tai ni mi sevens ko tama ko convert me he football ki rugby u tau whanongo pe he ngai tua ko toa pe te alu au te whanongo mau pe ki he hakoa ki he whamatala US is a sleeping giants okay we still sleep we haven't wake up yet
waking up
but about it, our focus on the Kaureka high school man. Team, go Kaureka now mat was size, my speedy, a speed. They get the everything they have.
Yes.
I go to mahalo go palpare ma go tradition, but more discipline. And the lava culture going to go rugby can now hang out, invite the Kaureka go nike now stay focused and disciplined enough to make it to the higher level. I go share the big palparema big sure get to high school then ko lata they why kaureka ni hita kaureka dong they have attitudes.
Yes.
It's a negative attitude towards sports, especially rugby. Ko ki me ta de ki lave piga fika waki be mo. Who going to go San Mateo be mo he woti go I go first Polynesian team that make it to the USA Rugby Union.
Okay.
Yeah, but we create a culture, and everybody recognize how good we can be. They ride on that. But now how good you think level? Oh, we're good. We're a good rugby player. But now, now discipline. They have the attitude, but it's a wrong attitude.
Wrong attitude.
I think
that the problem is too. I think the problem too is that the wrong attitude thinking. They think they're already better than what they are. Who they are. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
I think they already think they're good enough to play. They're good enough. They can just walk in and play. They don't have to practice. They don't have to do this. The necessities, the things that they need to do to better themselves.
Yeah.
They don't do it because their mindset thinks that they're already good at what. They're already good at it.
Yeah. And the words go around already. Oh, Tongan and the Polynesian, they're good.
Yes.
And because they look good, their body's good. They get the height, they get the strength, but the mind is not there.
But
and
looking
heart,
good, doesn't work in the middle of the field.
Yeah. The culture, then my discipline is lack. We no Dominique or no play touch everybody. From Hayward in the Bay Area, they come and play touch rugby. You see 6'6", 6'7", and they get 6'9". They go You don't see that size in rugby. You don't see that in rugby. But you see those guys, man, what it will take to have these guys. I will take I focus big discipline, I focus big culture. A Tongan community go USA can now create a team for us. Get our lava or create a culture, have a future.
The other thing is that I see is that they can also get a scholarship to further their education, because rugby, if you're playing rugby in high school, they also give scholarship to go play in universities.
University now.
Yes.
Just not the football, but also rugby have a scholarship in college. I think Cal Berkeley is one of them.
Yes. I mean, Penn State. I went to Penn State. Penn State has a rugby team. Everybody out, all the major universities has a rugby team, and they do offer scholarship to play rugby in universities. But the whole idea, the whole thing is about living here in the United States, that kids go towards more of playing American football because because they make more money if you make it into the NFL. In that way. But I was just thinking, there's a lot of these kids, and maybe they don't go towards rugby at the end of their career playing university because they don't know how to play the game. And that might be the biggest setback for them if they don't want to try it because they don't know what to learn the game.
Kakesio team they make a new daughter no Africa waki moria. O shima opeta do tareniti. O pa how be ta me ko sio ia me ko ni la he sio ai Americani ka ureka tautolu na asva inga I national team I Tonga but now how hen. Less than 2 years or she lost interest in tautolu Ako siya tu ko ia ke fonga ko na ha wai me me ko na ha ga ba ya. E na ha be ko ia finga ha kulupu ani ko na mahu I se Mateo. Ke now focus in rugby but discipline enough create a culture pe mo team ke alugi ha tu unga ma alunga ke alugi USA rugby. E ko tu dai ni mi fu mau inga o kito ke ta mai wa inga me pe.
Because I think now they're starting to have more of the professional teams here in the United States. So I think I said in Utah, then I
San
think
Diego, LA.
yeah, San Diego, LA, Sacramento. They're starting to have the professional rugby coming out to the United States more, and maybe that's where some of our kids they can go there and if they choose to to learn how to play rugby, because I think if you give them 1 or 2 years to learn the game, I think they can learn the game right away. So
Especially the age.
yeah, because they're still young. They're still young. The kids coming out of college, they're still 22, 23. I mean, they're still young for those kids to even learn the game for 1 or 2 years. They'll be 25 and they can, but
right on.
yeah.
Pero ko también ko ni kita lawe ko fika aki my high school ko
Yeah.
it reflect on my high school age the time go na ke va inga ko high school na wala ke ko me ana ulau ke valu fa valu ono ke valu fitu na mau ai ki sai ni ha ko va inga ka ko valu ono ma valu fitu na tangata ko no inga ko sone lauti na find out he last week na toki pass away I tonga na fokupi tonga da vena na American ka ko hinga ko ni ki he ke build a culture you have my foundation in high school level pero mahalo pe ai pe ki ka reka I American de na fano wai
Yeah.
He mau inga ko ni ko I discipline my fitness in high school level
Yes.
time go na hanga go he tama ko ni ai go mau timi go val fa me val ni mana kai ki fu la he malo mana foi malo pe ta ha ta ka ha o tama ko ni na o ni hanga train ma to focus in fitness ko mau focus he skill na kai ke sai ka fitness na fu mau inga pito my discipline as a team ai na mau ni he val no me val fitu ka ku fa matala ko ki mau inga ko ni ko me ko high school to build a foundation
Yes.
mo finga fitness ko mo finga train and ify now alo ki national levels it's easy bigger there I think a train going to go na mau alo ki national level go here na si build a foundation in high school ke there o me fokau na la hinga mau training mau tori high school mau training go national levels go hinga ko ni ke foundation with culture with discipline lava he to puke now grow into a higher level even though it changed the team changed but the discipline is the same
well yeah
more fitness
it makes sense it makes sense because if you teach them young and discipline them as they grow as a young men, eventually when they grow older they will remember what they have learned as a young young athlete and the discipline they learn as a young athlete that will carry on with them and through life of getting into to even playing professional. Like you said, when you get to the professional levels, I mean,
you perform.
Yeah, all they do is they give you to rest your bodies during the week. You run. There's hardly any contact that you do during the week because you're a high performance athlete. You're already in shape. You're like you just said, you're already in training that you know what to do when you get on that field. But the discipline as a young kid carries on to that level. And it, you just said it, you got to discipline them as a young kid, as young athletes.
I go lau ko kia na te mate ki lave tu be kia fika aki me time go na ma high school ai na e tuna meni na fa host mo pe ria hona I he valo no mo valo fitu pa na mau alu ke fe au ko ia o kau he fe au ko me va e timi ko sai ni ha pe na pe timi me tim hau ko ha mo ko timi na ko timi a pesenga na au lange mo ki tonga na ha o timi ta me no sila ka ko sio e team mau inga ko ni ko ai high school level ke de focus ya so na ko timi ko ya na 5 for 2 na meni ko ya be na we level all star teams Ai nei kau tama ko na matua tu he taimi ko ia nei kau e tama ko ni ko Willie ofa he ngawe. Pero gusio loto tu ko he foi all-star team na uia senta he all-star team he foi ta ko valu no ia. E ku whakau di kabauna e lava e tonga ke na hanga o develop kau players me ai. Nei kau reka ko ngot ka foi to o na ui ko he team ko me ha moa. Then they make it to the national team in the Samoan team. Willio went all the way to the Wallabies.
Yes.
Ako sure ke nai pe me foi pe seti e va no ki foi time go ya, a time go ya. They all make it to the national levels. Pero ko sure ko ki ko forma ma fa e discipline ko ni ko high school level. Pero manatu i ko he ko na lau ge nei. They work hard there. They algo ki level ko ni ko ki national levels is nothing changed. It's just a different teams. Different pressure, but it's all the same.
Well, we know we talked to the CEO of the Matebantonga a while ago, I mean, maybe about a month ago, and I brought up the subject about what is Tonga doing about the younger athletes. Are they teaching these kids at a younger age to, to develop them? Do they have any programs or any development for these young kids to learn as they from age 8, 9 years old, 10 years old? And the answer is no. They don't have that type of anything like that to develop the kids in Tonga. There might be some privately owned guys that is doing that in Tonga, but nobody knows about it. So it's just like you just said now. I mean, it's just for Tonga to be able to compete and have athletes out of Tonga, not athletes, Tongan kids go out of Tonga to get developed. They'll develop more when they leave Tonga. But there's nothing in Tonga for these kids to get developed, to play for Tonga, and be able to get picked to play for the team in Tonga. Because, we talked to the head coach too.
Yeah.
It's he was saying is that the kids in Tonga, it's not developed yet for them to be on the team. And that's sad. That's sad for not having any kids out of Tonga to play on the Tongan team. They're bringing all Tongans from out of Tonga, out of the country.
Koia. Hangi ka te au koe nau siu hifo ke mo po karamba pe mo tau ta kefu. Na lave tau kefu gege ki tama wa inga. Maybe he'll become an All Black this year. Ai ki tama kon fa os whakatawa. Koe ki tama na wa inga pe Tonga. Na toki hiki mai bigi New Zealand ma os peni tau e fia me ai. Pa tau siu bigi whinga na tula koni a tare nitu tau ma u I Tonga. Pa tau hiki mai be short ki New Zealand ma meu na ma whinga maari. Ko ki tama e tahai he timi koni ko na po au ke All Blacks ki reka ko vai a fifita. Ko ki reka pe mautori ka Mary ko ne tamaina ma vai a whata. Na tupu ke pe wa tupu ke pe wa inga alpe Tonga ala pe ki New Zealand alpe All Blacks. Pero tu mana e tama taha na e lave kia na ako mahalo a fo o ai au fika fitu ko hai tama a fika no vai hai tama ko ia. Okay, mute my telefone ho mea vai.
Mute mai vai.
Ko ki tama ko na whakatawa mo ki tama ko rotonga vai ngā fit cell. O na kona hau loa pe me a fo. Aina na ako pe na we o osi mi Tonga. Pe na Tokyo ki New Zealand vai ngā.
Oh, okay.
So they were built the foundation all the way from Tonga. And the toka pe na we go to the ke tau whakawahe. They play for the whakawahe pe pana aloi pe ko ki tama ko au ke all pere ki.
I would example pene taha e time sure ki na mawainga pe mai Tonga ma hau pe whinga le volo ko ia o lava pieto vai nga be Amerikani
American,
ka ko o mana tu I he hiva taha na alo e timi wa o ki tonga ko I he siuperi ko ni ai tu na tim siuperi pe na mana tu I mau tau mo Waikato tari wa o Waikato he tau ko ia na e maari a bute mau wai nga na e toki o si pe mahu to mi te ua pa o si taimi tata a Waikato na maalohi ai ka ko e timi a Waikato na e wini ko ne he New Zealand Cup ko ni ko whakalere ko I New Zealand he taimi ko malu a ko tānoni ke hiva taha e mau whai after match he pō ko ia na e tangoto e coach ko ni ko a timi ko a Waikato pa matala noa pe he tawhaka ni ko he tinama mea ta ma he tamaka te au I want to ask you a question and I say okay go ahead tama tama ko vava'u ko tokofia what is the population of vava'u and I said maybe about 25 to 30,000 people but how many males out of that I don't know but I'm amazing and I said what are you trying to say and he said for a small amount of people like that can create a team that we struggle today to beat pero kuhinga ko aku team we have it if anything the Tongan good at is rugby probably the only thing we're good at I mean not the only thing but it's one of them pero how can we bring the best out of us how can we create a culture and discipline enough to bring our players and our kids to be the best you one of those examples there Tim you know Vice one of those guys you know but I'm just saying in the way you know he was amazed they said man a small amount of people can produce a team like this is amazing you know
he's right you know you just gave the example of how many people lives there maybe 25 30 how many of those are men and how many of those are kids and for a little island to produce a team like that and like you said they struggle to beat it's like wow
they struggle to beat us we almost beat them
no wonder
ke mahu inga foundation ko e tau whanau wa inga I high school level I want to share with you guys an experience I had in high school I he valu ono na e mau timi sai ni ha ai ko vavau ko te ova ko he tau ko te tau wa taha valu ko te ova ki tai high school ai ke ngofua ke te tau inga kita I varsity here in ka senior team pena mau na fai tu na meni ko alia hona ba mau alo tiki ai pagi hui tala no frau le mau alu na mau te pi va mau te pi va mau famalo sino mea ai ku mahino mania he ka ke mau lava mau to alu ka oreva ko mau ha mau sponsor me tonga pena sponsor mau to he sign lia hona sign ha alumni pe mau ai ko a hoko na fai ko tu na meni o mau ke wa o pe mau to ka ko a hoko ya na mau tau la he me timi ko na apesenga pero ke farao le te mau mea na mau iwa wa o stui mau te unga ka pulu mau mo tala se mau mo stoke ni to pe ke tu yesu pero le ko ai timi tau ka se te o mau ke wa o pe mau to riu te ke mau ma wa mau to riu mi to ki wa ki to ai na hanga le wa hai airplane ke mau puna pero farao li tim ai me ko ni ma ko mau to riu ma ko lai ta te mi na te ke puna wa puna sa hai ai tai mi ko ai me ko I tonga fu ha mo lo fia pe puna wa puna pero ai ko ke mau he ka ko I wa puna I wa au ko o se tau I tonga ai na I tonga tapu au tari mai lewa ai taulahi ka mau tau pe mau puna tuka me wawau ki tonga u tau hake timi ai hakoa ai pasi koni alia hona ke mau alo ai pe koe whakauri e mau lere atu ai ka mau hu ko ia mau warm up e fu pasi mau teu peke mau hopo I lia hona ke hopo pe aka na mau hopo haton pe mi lia hona lere ki loto malae o mautau ai mo pesenga me ti me hamoa. Ko maari ange u whaka awha tala noa ki me ani ka tana mau malo hi pesenga a ko ya.
Oh, geez.
Ko fie ka kai ko ilo mau na mau fo I mahal ko mai ta ma te ka kai na fu. Ali fu lo ke mau. Ke mau to le ka reka me wa wa. That's a good experience. It's a good story to tell. Ma o ko ia na toka pe ho mau lo to mau. Puna ko wa puna mau sio mai ki e la ngai matua mo mo me a ko ta ta long e pe ke ma o ko fai finga
Hello, Tim, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Bill. Come on in.
Hey, Alatini, kada kwa more maziko gi pala my computer gi motua. I've been trying to come in, it keeps kicking me out, but I think I'll just come without the video. On my screen,
Koia.
Kai malo re masi iko.
Malo re.
Like I said, I've been trying to come in because it's an honor to have you on the show, man, and to have you and Antoni here, to be two inductees into our Hall of Fame, man. That is something. You guys are representing our people, and we are so proud of you guys. And I just wanted to come in and reflect on that. And listening to you with your experience at Saineha, I don't know if one of these two, Galaxy 10 or iPhone, is Sinafa.
Oh yeah.
But Sina has. I talked with her earlier today, and she told me about you, that you were an outstanding athlete since you were a little kid. So that says a lot to your character and who you are. And hello to you, Vivian. Thank you. Sorry about this. But I just wanted to ask you, if it hasn't been asked, about your feeling, the day you were told, not the day of the celebration or the inductee, but the day you got that phone call that you were going to be a member of this Hall of Fame. Tell us about that moment, Alatini, please.
Yeah. When I got the phone call, I actually was fixing my truck. And it was on Saturday. I was under the truck trying to fix the transmission, and then I got the call from Brian, the guy that in charge the whole thing.
Sure.
Right.
And when I saw his name, and when I saw it, I just, I don't know how. I imagino que te au koe tamani me he USA Rugby Foundation,
Go yeah.
Kana I lo ipe ki mu ai na ai tamana ne hanga nominate me. I heard about it, but I didn't know. Pero ko tare koe tama koe tamata mai Brian ko kau ke hu ko ni ke kau Hall of Fame. Masi na gi ongo e taimi ko ia ku ta fe unga. Ko ngoi ko ki I feel like I wasn't qualified to be one of them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so I was quiet for a little bit, and I said, Brian, thank you very much. And, I feel humbled and honored to be part of this.
Right.
I don't know if I really deserve it, but I think God is probably something I can do to help others, especially the new generation. That's what really in my mind. Maybe I should help the Tongan kids and the Polynesian in US to be, to develop as a group. And we in team we're talking about that, to build a culture and help the kids to be very disciplined, to reach their potential,
Yes.
But that's, I was happy. But the time and they said about 2 weeks later, we're gonna announce this. We're probably gonna have a press conference to release all these guys that are going into the Hall of Fame.
Right.
And they sent an email on Sunday, but I hardly check my emails, and nothing important there for me. So and most of the time I got an email as a prompt,
Yeah.
So but I
Right.
got the email, and I look it up, and I see that there. Yeah. And I didn't read it at all until the guy that nominated me called me like at 6 o'clock in the morning, and he said, "Hey, did you hear about it?" And I said, "What?" And he said, "You have been, announced that you're part of the Hall of Fame."
Wow.
And that's when all the email. That's when everything would start spreading in the Facebooks and
Yeah.
and other stuff. So, but I didn't know that in the first place. Yeah.
That's
Nice.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, it really is. Koe mea pe taha Alatini.
Yeah.
Ko fie eke atu. O grow up koe I na e tama ko mahina. Me wawa na hao hen ma wa inga hen.
Mm.
But I think na e hao wa inga lia hona, I don't know. But ko tama ko ya. What was that?
Go ahead on the first name.
Jeez, I'm trying to.
Toko ua o PS
Ko piesa mahina.
Oh, Pierce Mahina.
Yes. Ko tama ya. Are you guys?
I know for Ontario when I came from Tonga, he was playing for, I think, for Riverside when I was in Pokona.
Go yeah.
Nice.
No, but just overhearing your conversation about your growing up, Alatini, the small towns that you guys come from in Vava'u. Mahina is also from there. So, what I'm trying to say here, that, man, they have built some very characterized players, like yourself and Mahina, because Biesa came and played here. Na tua mai ai timigona I fo kihen. I tell you what, if it wasn't for Mahina, we had Kapeli here too, Wunipola. So him and a guy named Neil and Biesa. But if it wasn't for Biesa, go ahead and hang go ki ha go Alamoni lewa and hang go pe if ki pai teri ha holo the ultimi ni. Right. Whainga tai ala himonia masi Alamoni Mahina. Yeah. Na over the heke hake ki seke ni heke hake pe mo Mahina. Be able to follow him wherever you went. And he for one, but they barely won. But like I'm saying, Vava'u has built some good players, and on Fridays here, which is Saturdays in Tonga, I watched the games in Vava'u. I'm a fan of Tania, by the way.
Bill, who is winning right now, Bill?
Tania, I think got like 3 losses. I'm pretty sure it's Halafuli's in them in there, but
I know you follow the tournament.
Yeah. But they have some great players out there. And when Peter Harding, the CEO, was here on our show, I asked him about it. I asked him about if they do go to Vava'u and watch these tournaments. And he said that they will. And I'm hoping that they do, because I see some good potentials out there, some characters and some players that has character that can be like what you guys are. And I hope they go out there and discover those kids, because they need to be discovered. I don't know how often Vava'u gets to come and play in Tonga, man, but they need to. They need to come and join the league in Tonga Tapu, and that way they can be picked. Instead of just having their tournament in Vava'u and nobody sees it. But anyways, Alatini, tell us about the day that they put you in. Vivian, were you there? The day you was inducted into the Hall of Fame. Who was there, and who were you thinking of, Alatini?
Yeah, actually, the ceremony haven't started yet.
Yeah,
they haven't.
Wow.
They haven't had that just because of the pandemic, and they want to wait until a day that they, as part of it, they're trying to raise some money too. It's like at $250 a person for the dinner and stuff like that. So
Right.
they're waiting for a time that they will be able to have the whole thing, and invite as many people they could to be part of that program,
Nice.
Where is it held at? Where is it held at?
Maybe Vaya know more about that than me.
Yeah,
Vaya?
yeah. Well, that's
Think-
Vaya. we got the guy sitting right here.
Oteke Mahino, but I heard there's a rumor it might be in Las Vegas.
Oh,
Wow.
we might have to go to Las Vegas.
At the
We
Raiders
definitely
Stadium.
will be there.
At
At the Raiders Stadium.
The rumor said that the U.S. might play the All Blacks on a Saturday, so they are thinking about having the ceremony on a Friday evening and before the game on
Before the
Saturday.
game. Oh wow.
That's
Yeah.
another way of fundraising,
Yeah.
making them money.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tim
We-
and Bill, I will pay for your dinner if you like to come. I'll be more
Oh,
than
we'll
happy.
be
be
there.
there.
We'll be there.
We'll be there,
there,
Bill.
I'll
sir.
pay for you guys dinner. So
Oh man, we should pay for your dinner.
Yeah, I know.
oh, no.
I'll go
It's an
there.
honor for me to be here tonight. So thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
But
Well,
tell-
let us know. So, go ahead, Bill.
Alatini, please tell us. This is what I've been waiting for. Who was on your mind, or who is going to be on your mind that night? I know you probably have your speech ready to say and tell, but what is on your mind? That who you're going to thank and all that?
There's a couple people. First, there's no doubt in my mind it was my dad.
Mm.
Man, you're gonna make me cry, man. I shouldn't.
No, tell us about your dad. It's Father's Day in Tonga, anyways.
Yeah, man. My dad was one of those guys that he was hard on me, and I was never good enough, but he never missed a game. He probably the words that always, if I translated English, probably his words mean you got to rise above it.
Right.
You got to
Right.
rise above it. I mean, and I mean, you go ahead high school, I get 5 when me, you got to rise above it. I go me big guy. Go share to be lahiga guy. Na go post go profile. I go thanks to everybody. Go share to get guy ni now. Kamata ga be me he ko ke ya ko pore anga alo pe a o mai ke tai nim ki he kakai mau inga na now influence me in the right way.
Go ahead.
So go share kia vivi ye fe fini go share ka Vaya. I won't say it, but Vaya was a big part of me making to the Hall of Fame. And I really appreciate that. It's a secret, but I don't want to get him in trouble. But Bill, get feel
Hey,
good.
Vivian, did you have something to do with this or what?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's all these two. Yeah, I had a little bit something to do with it, but these two, they deserve it.
Yeah.
And it's not
It's
only
wonderful.
them, this is for San Mateo Rugby Club. This is a big, success for San Mateo Rugby Club to have two of the most, two of our stars.
No kidding.
They are
Yes.
one of the many stars in our club, but I'm so proud of them.
Right.
I am
two-
very proud of.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, but we have everybody that was playing for San Mateo had something, to contribute to our club.
Nice.
Yes.
We had a lot. Then we had, man, time finding that, but we had fun at the same time. We made it to the top.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then for these two to be in the Hall of Famer,
Right.
this is a big win for San Mateo Rugby.
Yeah. Oh, it's a big win for Tonga too.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
a big win for Tonga.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Our Tongan community, this is a big win.
Is there any other Polynesian in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
No. Yeah.
Why?
That guy,
Wow.
Like I said, there's a lot good players, but they have to be nominated.
Of course.
Somebody has to write a letter about them, and then they have to take it to the committee, and they will
Sure. Of course.
work from there.
That's what makes this honor so unique, eh?
Yeah.
Is not only you're selected, but then you have to go in front of a committee. I mean, your name has to go in front of a committee, and then they determine whether he deserves it or not. Eh?
Deserves it or not.
And man, and this is such a big honor for us as Tongans. Eh? I am so proud to have not only you, Vaya, but Alatini here. Eh?
Yeah.
You know, when I forgot who was it that posted it. Yeah, but I immediately asked, did you? Oh yeah, it was Vaya. And I asked Vaya, did you ask him to come on the show? And he said no. And I said, why not? Please contact him and bring him on the show. And then what? I think it was a day or two later, Vaya wrote back, hey Bill, when can we do this?
Yeah.
And our program's on Thursday, and this Thursday's booked. I said, let's book him on Tuesday. Let's book him on Tuesday, and then we can do another program on it. Because this is such an honor for us now.
Yeah.
Alatini, you know, we can't wait. We can't push you all the way back to June or whatever, when our programs are going. So I asked Tim and Carlo if we can get this going on today, and they said yes. So here we are. That's how special you are to us, Vaya. I mean, Alatini, oku kaipe ke yaha ngai lea ia e ho talate mahonga ia. Ho I heni e mauki polokalama. We have had many All Black players from the past and current on here. Richie Moonga, Laumape, Peter Alatini, and all those guys. We have had them here, but it's just different, because you guys came on the same road. You and Maya here. You guys came from Tonga to America, and for some reason and somehow you guys started with the San Mateo team. I tell you what, I was there in San Mateo. I played a little bit for it. Back in 81 to 84, I was there. Siwa, Taufa, and those guys was running the team at that time. But we played along Roy Helu. He was there at that time. I mean, it was such an honor. And I thought Roy Helu would be in the Hall of Fame. That's how good that guy is. And that tells me how good you two are.
Right.
To rise over him. Roy has a son that's in the NFL. I don't know if he's still in there or not. Roy Jr. But man, to have you guys here tonight, I don't know. I'm sorry. I know I'm talking too much, man, but I've been trying to come in. Man, I feel like punching my computer for every time it comes in, will kick me out. But I'm just glad that I'm here. So, anyways, Alatini, tell us more about yourself.
Yeah, you know, go me be tahai go mau ko a news ko ni ko ki Hall of Fame. And now we love it because he discipline ko ni ko I high school I fitness I go tama ko na may to kon like ta ko ke tiao he discipline my train ko ke ilo it will take sacrifice to be the best. Ko no hinga ko ta ko sone lauti. Kama be me pangai motu me vava o ka ku nai North American be but the fucking of fayakuli sai ne ha Pena ku nu si ku e ku ma ko nai ke uta ke ne ta he ni hoi nai so le ka ku vale ai ko me ko si ma lo ta mai ko ni in last week a day after.
Oh wow.
I got the call.
Go ahead.
Si wa ke ma winga ko influence ko ni ko ai ka kai go ha ko gulau ka wi tanga ta mau inga mo ni ke deu pe ke tai mi ko na ku ai ko fo fo ni ko ta ha no e ta ha ko konga Ko lere pe he timi ko na mauto le mau he timi ko a Lione, he timi ko a Kameri. Pena ko ko he timi ko a Kameri. Na e kau tangata ina na wa ta fo nua ai na me mega foi to ni ma ta a Kameri time ko ya. Ko Thomas Lovo, mana ilo pe vaya na face pe ti matonga. Ko tama de me fi. Ma tama ta ko fataika. Ai ko tama na sekeni mo ya ti mi ko atonga i mu ape pi e te au mai ko ti mi tonga. Ko tu ko tama na me ke ne hanga ko a ko iau. I ma inga fakasenta, I go now aggressive as a kid, but it didn't have the skill to be an outside center. I go tamana va inga outside center bega ko ke team ko ka Melina o ko e ko ki si pa ha leva tu se ke ni ka va inga pe ia I pe ko tamata na ta fo funu pe me team ka Melita mo vai va fa e na se ke ni pe tonga na fa dong tong pe mo ala moni ta ni ya tama ko na ko la mau to ko tama ko tali ki muri fa ai go no fo hai ni malu fese team ko ko a toloa ai na fa ma ko fe ai ko atonga ai na ako ka tamana na hanga ko ia he akapulu and na ke bill ke hata ke I can remember I think 85% of my skills I learned from those guys. I changed team but the skill was there already. Pero how fit in the team going to San Mateo. I want to share this if it's okay with you guys.
Go ahead.
Ko team going to how go San Mateo. Ko na finga aguhinga ko the talano de na finga akimoe but discipline. Ko time ko ia ko mau fitness. Ai ko mau alu time ko vaya pena si hu ko ni ko team ko USA Eco. I was Eco time go hiva fa. Pero ko mau te ko mau tolu ko hinga ko vai ko ni ke discipline hanga vai a fai ka mau tolu taimi ko ya na ko to fitu ko ni aka San Mateo na alo foi to ni ma San Mateo or represent the US is sevens ki Hong Kong ai ko foi to ni ma San Mateo bi foi to fitu ko ni ke start ka San Mateo pero fenga training na mau fai na tatawa ibe pero ha ho me ate fai ke alat ke practice pau ke alu ko fai ho lele pa ke to ha uleva o join he practice ka ko hinga ni agu mau me ko ha vai fai fenga te ko na mau fai ko ya o mau lava leva o a ke fenga tunga mau ia pau ke matua ko mo vai au eken ka vaya ko ha me na ge ma o finga na tula ko ia fitness be ona ta no pe vaya fika aki mo ne kui he ne tupu ageo ne tupu age ne fika ko ke alo fa malo sino ai vai ko ni wai ngai principle ia ka ia na ge na involve na to he te vainga ka finga lesson good that you learn from
mentorship
more than just one person I go in a discipline go ha vai me he fare e ne kui o vai mai mo ki mau tolu pa mau alu me pero I want to give a spell ko mau timi ko mau tolu ko I ka meri wa ko te ka ha fe malo hia talo ka mata tu na meni ma ko foi ni ta fa ko mau tolu ko la yone ka ko tu ko he tu ko na mau ai he team lele aputa mau tolu out of the team what tama ko go vai fifita na love again and I was out team All Blacks okay vai nga pe New Zealand me tama ko ni ko leva fifita ona to ko la hi pe vai nga pe team ko ni ko ai team ko atonga
ko ya
ke ta fa ko ya o fi tu pe na fa malo ni ke ka tangata ko ni team ka meri e whainga maari na nau lau na ofa ma nau tokoni. It's a long road. You cannot forget those guys that help you along the way to reach a point in your life.
Of course.
Whamalo be ka nau tolu he nau tokoni me nau ako iau ke poto e rugby.
If we can have this person here on this Galaxy S10, if you can let yourself in and unmute and please join us. Can you hear me?
He's probably
Vaya?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Well, why don't you chime in? I know this is your good friend, and I know you guys have the same experiences, but tell us how it was to play with him the first time he was called up to the Eagles to play alongside you.
Malo Pio peka team fa malo te mai ki whainga maare ko ni ke whahaki Popo. Before I go on, I'd like to congratulate to my my brother over here.
That's right.
Yes.
I'd like to congratulate to him for picking to the USA Rugby Hall of Fame.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big honor for us, and like I said before, we played this game for the love of the game, but we never knew that we're gonna end up to this thing like this, you know. Na mau mato vai nga pio team mau mato vai nga pe ko mau vai nga pe ke mau fia mau saya pe vai. But
of course,
and the good thing we play in that league to be recognized. And I forget utau whakatonga ia, and you know, most of us we were playing in that league. Ko pe ko he tau he tonaki ko, and then we changed to play in that league, and you know that helps to, you know, to use our talents and play in a higher level. Congratulations at Alatini. But sometimes from a lot of Vivi play a big role in our club. Like Vivi was saying, you know, it's like we have a lot of ups and downs in the club back then, but we make it through with a lot of you know, travel, you know, trying to get to the destination where we had the game at, you know. And sometimes Tim and Bill, we always talk about the good thing happened during that time, but we didn't talk about the sacrifice and all the hard work that we had back then. You know, back then, you know, it was hard. We don't have any. We rented. We have no lights. we ran in the dark, and you know, and
now don't get more color white where my
yeah, those are the times, you know, those memories back then, you know. But that's all the
parking lot.
And you know, all that sacrifices and, you know, hard work back then, you know, and I'll let Vivian Alatini talk about the club, but those are the times. But good memories back mo Alatini mageva nga e pio mo team. This is a good memories because practice we go in especially going overseas. When we go to practice, I always like to be the first one on the field. So I go field. Everybody will sit down and put on their shoes and stuff. I always like I already put my shoes. I want to be the first one start warming up. And I think Alatini saw me doing that, and then Alatini will do the same thing. As soon as we get in, me and Alatini will start warming up. We start going on left, warming up. Even after practice, we, you know, we had to get back into the hotel. So me and Alatini start doing some sprinting, you know. Those are the good memories. But I talk about playing next to him. I think you guys see the clip that we sent the clip about the game.
Yes.
I always go. This is my secret about playing on a wing, because some guys are faster than me on the other side. I go fight. I tell Alatini, I'm gonna let this guy come back inside. I'm not gonna let him go run around me. I'm gonna force him. I'm gonna use the sideline as my help to push him to come back in, because I know Alatini will come from inside and get him. So
Go
this
ahead.
is my little secret about.
There you go.
So it worked with me and him, you know, and hardly nobody can run around, always going cut back in.
Yes.
This is how I trust on him. I trust that Alatini will come, you know, instead of me doing my work, I let Alatini do the work. But I mean, that's how I trust him when I play with him. And, you know, I tell those guys, it's unfortunate that he came like a couple of years later. Alatini came at the same time with me. He might have more scores than me, or I might have more score, because, you know, we play next to each other. We know the way how we play with each other. So even in the club, and when we go up to the national level, we play next to each other again. It's you know, it's fun. You know, when you know each other playing together with, you know.
Yes.
That's kita na gyud pa pure mo team ka tuka ti taimi ka Alatini.
No, ogo ngahi characteristic ya ko nyo ku no ga Alatini malovaya, eh? There's certain people that mentored him, eh? And you, even though you was a teammate, but he took things from you, eh?
Yeah.
He took the good things and learned, like what you're saying, eh? When he saw you putting on your shoe, his shoes was going on too, eh? And you know, but these are the type of things that you guys need to give back to our people, eh? Whether it's in Tonga or here, eh? Give back, eh? Because those are the type of things that put you guys in the Hall of Fame. As little as these little things that you guys are saying now, Vaya, eh? These are little tactics and ethics that will bring the kids, you know, to make them better. Eh? Because there's some people, you know, that coaches our little kids now. Eh? They go and coach because they want their son to start. They don't go with the mentality of teaching fundamentals to the kids. Eh? They go and coach so their sons will have that first advantage. And that's wrong to me. You guys need to go, eh, and get involved with these coaches, whether you go and talk to the teams, eh, in a dinner or what. You guys need to do that. Halftime of games, you guys need to step in. Eh? If you guys were here in Salt Lake, man, I'd be taking you guys everywhere to talk. Because you guys have so much to share. Eh? We have so many athletes, but I can guarantee you we'll go another couple of years before we see another Tongan coming into the Hall of Fame. First of all, they don't play as long as you guys, you know, and things like that. Eh? So you guys have that advantage to teach our kids so they can too grow up and have that hope to be in your shoes someday. Eh? That's what I'd like to share with you guys. And man, you know, when two friends come together like this, they think one of them shouldn't say anything. Eh? But this is what's fun. Eh? You bring out the best in him, and he brought the best in you, Vaya. Eh? Vice versa. Man, this is what's fun about these interviews and these talks or conversations that we have. Yeah, but rarely have we ever had two guys that were teammates, not only teammates, but Hall of Famers, man. You know, this is a big ups for the Tongan pro athletes of today and yesterday's show to have you two on here tonight. And our lady Vivian, that helped put you guys together. But we'll give you back the time, Alatini. Please tell us more about who mentored your career. I know you said your father that was there in the beginning, that Fa guy. Sina told me that Louis Fa, the artist, is your uncle, right?
Yeah, we related, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. But you know, talking to Sina, I wish she was here to tell us about what she told you about me about you, man. But tell us who else mentored you in your career to make you come this far? Please, Alatini.
Yeah. I'm thinking, as a lot of players go along in the way, like hanga na lave ni nai ai to ke time go na vai ngai ko ni ko San Mateo tama ko pila mahoni
Okay.
ko tama ko Eric Tuipulotu ko tama ko levu katau ko tangata na mau ka nga vai they helped me a lot. They encouraged me to do the right thing. Kako hanga ka na lave ka ni nai time go na ke tupu ha ke ko I wa o ko fa ofa lahi bill mau ke ilo be ko me ko tamai ki ko wa inga ko tim ta fo no ava atonga pau ke na finga na toki tonga tapu ke o tawai ke ma na finga mari ka ko finga ko aku na finga pe me wa finga pe me wa be na ki wa mana ke ma finga mari ke wa inga tonga ka ko give credits ke tamashi tangata ko tamashi ko fataika I would not for Denmark they need me tama na mari na abo vai ngali ki Australia pe alu me ai ki Denmark no foi ko tu ma ko tama na fu help out a pito ki he ku ki na tula ko mo skill ko vai nga ke fai ai na wa ko ge ai ko mo tama pe ko vai va fa mu na tu pe ki te au of kabakau me pe ka ko tama na vai nga seken vai nga fesh vai nga senta he tima tonga na mo fa fo fu be gi ai ko feshi ka ma tolo taimi ga na vai nga tima tonga se keni na vai nga tima tonga mo senta na vai nga tima tonga mo ka bakau na vai nga tima tonga pe mo le okolo ai go sa tu ko ka tangata ko ya they hangena na pushi ki pe awe they nourish me keep me what I need to become a rugby players taimi ni ho tau waipe no ke I playing rugby and being a rugby player. I would sure get kongalahi daimini tau sure go get tau whanau vainga. There's a lot of rugby players. But the question is how can it be a real rugby players? I go forget when you go na tau lave ge. I na wa ko iau ke vainga ke watamai. When the opportunity presents, you got to take it right away. Don't hesitate to do that. You got to do it now. Along the way, hot way, go for malo buff here. I think I'm Maria Beheki. Kagoilo Bill Motim. When it really comes down to it, God bless us. God bless me with the opportunity.
Of course.
And I shouldn't acknowledge anybody else but him because he's the one that guided my way to be able to reach this point in my life, and give glory to God, and all the opportunities that I have, but I think God put those people along my way so they can help me out to reach this point.
Exactly.
And probably Tim can witness the same thing. I remember as a kid, hear about Tim being playing NFL and Vice Kahema. That's the two guys that stand out. And actually, I still remember a picture of Kalonikali in those days. I saw Tim running with the ball. The Manoa name is. We know everybody wished to be like that.
Go yeah.
And Tim sitting there quietly, but I don't think any of us can reach that point. And I think to witness to what I'm saying, God give us the opportunity, and I think is a good thing to be publicly acknowledge that all the opportunities God give us,
Of course,
for the blessings and there's a lot of people, a lot of players, and for me to be able to make it to the Eagles was the San Mateo rugby players, and most a lot. We have two national players come out of it in the 15. One of them is my nephew Waha. He actually live in Salt Lake right now. What is that, Bill?
What's his last name?
Esquia.
Esquia.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So, and that's what discipline is all about. Those two kids, they went to San Mateo High School, and as we
Yes.
practice, they just come into the field. Albert and Eva just
Yep.
run around with us. And
Yes.
when we're about to retire, they come in there, and that's the last two players from San Mateo Rugby Club that go into the national team, and that was it. And now it's
Go
no
ahead.
longer San Mateo, but same as Hayward is no Hayward no more. But but Vaha and Albert was the two kids that we, I wish that we stay um, involved with San Mateo and Hayward team. I'm sure there will be more kids that go in there. They,
Right.
I wish, this is my wish for
Yeah.
all the players in the U.S. right now, as our
Yeah.
Tongan community, if they get heard, I wish that we could form a Tongan rugby committee
Mhm.
and actually try to raise some money enough that we could form our own team in the U.S. And that we can, like the team said earlier, that we have some of the professional teams,
Right.
out there. If we can form our own team and pull the Tongan, Samoan, and Fijian players to play for that, and I think
yeah.
that's my dream, and I'm hoping that somebody will step in and form a committee that we can all get involved, because the size of players that we got in the U.S., they don't have in the islands or New Zealand.
Yes. Yes.
The talents that we have here, the reason we don't find them because we don't give them the opportunity to shine,
Right.
But if we
Right.
can form a committee, somebody out there that have that mentality to form a committee, and then we can pull all our players and then form a committee that we can create a professional team in the U.S. I don't
Come
think
on,
that
Bill. Come on,
yeah.
Tim.
Was
Hey,
that?
hey, it's an idea. You brought it
Let's
up.
form a committee.
Yeah.
We can do that. We can certainly do that.
Yes.
I know it seems easy, but we just need to talk it out some more and see where we can take this. That's a great idea for
Yeah.
our kids.
That's true.
I ran a 4.340 here in high school.
Mm.
And our guest last week, Henry Bloomfield.
Yeah.
I thought that I was going to score. When I, get away from there, I score. All of a sudden, my feet came up in front of me.
Yeah.
And I was tumbling all the way out, but man, while I was tumbling, I was saying, who the heck caught me? Nobody ever catches me. And I turned around, Henry Bloomfield was there. And I'm like, you kidding me? This guy was 6'4". He's 6'4", 260 something or 290 something back then when he was playing for BYU. But this is to attest to what you're saying here, Alatini, that the size of boys here and the speed that they have. My goodness, man. When I swear I will never forget it. And I know Henry's probably watching and laughing because he remembers this day.
Yeah, he was a big boy. He's a good player. Awesome player.
And man, this guy was just built. But we have had so many players here in Salt Lake and that I regret because I ran a team called the Lions here. And I so regret. We tried a few times, man, but all we got was to play a team from Colorado every year. And I said, wait a minute, we paid this much and we only play Colorado, the same team every year. So we got out of it. But, I guess we were on a trial basis. But what I'm saying here, guys, is we could have had so many players come into that U.S. Eagles from here. Former football players, Naki Angilao, Joe Lomu, the Lomu boys here, man, they were great players, and they all played for us in the Lions. And man, they all came right out of high school. Some of them went to college, but they all came back like Henry did, and played with our team. And we had former Ikaritahi David Bloomfield. We had all his sons. Fua, Konai, and all of those guys played for our team.
Oh man.
Man, Kona E would have been something with the Eagles. This guy. Kaya na deported kay Tonga, because of the problems that he's had. But man,
Bill, you mentioned that
I
guy,
was-
that Lucky, eh?
yes,
You know,
Nakiang Lao.
I don't understand why that guy didn't make it. I mean, that's one of the most talented player I ever see, and he was playing. Even the national level. That
I blame myself for that. I
Oh,
blame myself for that because these kids came, like I said, 18 years old,
mhm.
and man, we didn't do enough like what you guys did to get into the league, to the U.S.
Yeah.
league, and you guys got picked from there. So I blame myself for that on a lot of these kids. Man, I'm surprised you know about Nucky.
Oh yeah,
He's had a few
watched,
trial.
yeah, I watched him play, and I said, wow, that's a pure talent. He have everything.
Yes,
He have everything to be a national player. And maybe, I mean, I see the size and I see the power. I haven't played
yes,
against a guy that have that much power. I did play against him, but I can
yes.
see the power that he have. Is very, very powerful players.
What
So-
position he play, Alatin?
He was number 8, and then we brought him to play center. It's entire Mautimi.
Mm. And he can run as a wing too. I
Yes,
mean,
yes,
that guy's all around players.
yes.
Mhm.
But I think he had a trial to come to the Eagles, but I don't know what happened. But
Mhm.
I know that he went up. But like I said, man, we've had so many players here, but none like what you guys have in San Mateo. Tell us more about that, Alatini, please.
San Mateo, it's funny. When it comes to the organization, we struggle until Vivi step in. But I remember, actually, Tim, when he read it earlier, I mentioned about we win one national sevens. We actually win 2 of them,
Oh,
Right.
But I tell you, the way to the national is interesting. How, to find airplane tickets to get there.
Right.
And I tell you, we meet in San Francisco airport and we scattered. Everybody find their way to get to Philadelphia.
Oh, wow.
And
Wow.
sometime the first game we only have 5 people. And I remember one game. I don't know if you guys know a guy named Olaiha Fonua,
Yes.
from San Mateo.
Yeah.
And Olaiha
Yes.
he was not a player. He was not a player. He's one of us, a pony guy. He was he was supposed to be a manager. We only have 6 players, so he ended up starting the game that day because we didn't have all the players. And we struggle. The
True
interesting, we
story.
struggle.
Yeah.
By the end of the day, we have 10 players to play. Regardless that, we still win the nationals.
Oh,
Wow.
Yeah.
And it's and it just, and that's the kind of sacrifice we have. If we can, the difference between that and now, some of our kids, like I said, they're writing along what did happen in the past. Instead of earning it, they want to just take advantage of it.
Right.
And that's the mindset that actually destroys some of our youth here in the U.S. right now. We want to be like Hayward team or San Mateo or the Alatini Salt Lake, but they don't go out there and discipline themselves enough to earn it. Because when it comes to talents and the size and the speed and the strength, they're better players now than what we used to have. And I sometimes I blame it on their leaders and whoever in that club to not be able to build that foundation to make sure this is the requirement for you to become a rugby player instead of playing rugby. I'm trying to emphasize the difference between that two. There's a big difference between a rugby player and playing rugby. And I think that's probably, that's what I think. And that's the main problem that we have now.
You're a coach in high school now, so is that what you're seeing with the kids nowadays? Do you have any Tongan kids that plays on your rugby team?
Yeah, we have some Tongan kids, very talented. Sometimes the tradition or the culture in the area where they come from, they carry it to the rugby field, and we never have enough time. As a coach, I try to cut the attitude away so they can focus on practice and see what skill they need to do. you know, and
Right.
sometimes it make me mad to see them that way, but you know, but it comes down, if the parents can actually help at home, it will help a lot when they come into the rugby field, you know.
What high school is that you coach at, Alatini?
It's Ben Green, Peninsula Green here in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
And you coach football or rugby?
rugby, yeah.
Wow.
Mhm.
You know, there's some Catholic high schools, some private schools here
Mhm.
that are looking for Tongan coaches.
Mhm.
Eh? As a matter of fact, there's one here in Layton, man, that is looking for one. Tongia Waitaki, we have
Yeah.
here from Vava'u.
Yeah,
He's coaching at that high school in Layton.
yeah.
But man, there's so many high school teams here that are looking for Tongan coaches, influence coaches. And just in case, if you guys want me to give out your name here, tell me and I will.
I love
Tell me and I
California.
will. Yeah, I know. You don't like the snow.
Hey,
That's it, man.
Bill, I have a question.
Yes,
You said you have a lot of talents over there in Utah.
yes.
They don't have any exposed to go further up there, up on the, to the higher level for
You
them
know,
to.
there's a certain team here called the Provo Steelers.
Mhm.
You guys probably have heard of them because they have a lot of players, former BYU football players and all that goes into that team. But they're usually in that league, the U.S. Continental League. But I don't know of any other teams other than us that tried here in Utah. But man, we need that knowledge from you guys of how to build a team like that and take it in. One of the things that our team was kicked out a couple years ago was the kids was fighting.
Yeah.
So, we try to discipline the kids on things like that, but man, when we go to the Palangi team, they already know how to get us pissed off.
Yeah, yeah.
And they do it, and during the halftime or whatever, I'm telling them, I know what they're doing. They're trying to get you hot up, to hit or punch so you guys can get kicked out. And sure enough, it was a team, like I said, in Colorado. One of the guys hit somebody, and man, we were kicked out. But like I said, we need you guys. We need your influence to bring things like that here to Salt Lake,
Mhm.
if you can.
Bill,
Yes.
I wish Fetz was here tonight because as of right now, I'm involved. I'm involved with Fetz with his rugby team out there in Utah.
Right.
Is it the Utah Saints?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I have seen him, followed him on his rugby page, and right now I'm currently involved with him because he wants my help to get them to that level. He wants to, his rugby team to get to that level. Even though I'm here in California, but hey,
Yes, man, we so appreciate that. They have he's written me that they have a fundraiser this Sunday or this Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna go there, but man, that's the thing that they're lacking here. It's the finance. If you can help with that, that type of thing.
I already got a couple sponsors for him lining up.
Nice.
One of them is our little entertainment group, the Taulanga Entertainment Group.
Yes.
So I'm getting them we're working on fundraising to raise some money to sponsor, just to help out with the socks, the shorts, whatever they need it for. So,
yes.
And also introduce them to get them to the Palangi League.
Man,
Wow.
It's sad to say I love Fitz and I love his team, but I can guarantee you he doesn't have the talent that we have here at the West Valley Lions. I need to hook you up with my nephew Joe Lomu because he's running the team now. So you can help him. So I will hook you
You're
up with my
a
nephew.
wanted woman,
I'm gonna tell
Lily.
Fats on
Yes.
you now.
Fats, I love you, but your team sucks, man.
That's the reality.
Yes, in reality, man, here in West Valley, we have all the talents. All these high schools that's good out here in football, they have 1 or 2 or 3 kids from West Valley playing on their teams. So,
I'm so happy. I'm so proud of you, Dini, what you're doing right now.
yes,
I'm happy that you guys are still involved with rugby, even though sadly that there's no more San Mateo or Hayward. But
Yeah.
back in those days, man, we had fun. Even though
Yeah.
we struggled, but we had fun.
Alatini, what is the rules out there? Can you recruit kids from here for your rugby team or no?
No, it's in a high school level. So,
Yes.
you
It's
know,
it's just a public school, I think, Bill.
Yeah.
It's not like
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
not like the private school they can recruit.
Oh, yes.
Not like Della South, so they get
Yeah.
recruited.
well,
Exactly.
like I mentioned earlier, my wish that somebody can probably listen tonight will decide to pull a committee to form a
Yes.
league for the not just the Tongan but the Polynesian.
Polynesian.
I'm
You know,
in.
I remember a couple of years ago we have a USA Islanders team that we went to Bermuda to play against the Saracen there. And I
Right.
tell you, man, if we have a couple weeks or even a month to practice together as a team, I think
Yes.
we could give those guys a run, you know. But you know, I think here in the U.S. we have what every country's wish for to get the players. But I think
Right.
what we lack of, we don't create them, give them the opportunities, you know.
I think it's just a matter of finding those people that can put the
Yeah.
team together, a committee. I mean,
Right.
I think the money's, I mean, you can find the money, you know, if you put a
Yes.
nice committee together. I mean, you can find the money to do it. Money's probably not the issue. It's just
The organization.
it's organizing the you know the group
Taking the
together.
time to organize.
Maybe a
organize.
non-profit organization or whatever. It will
Yeah.
take
Yeah.
somebody got to step up there to have the skills to organize it, you know.
Yeah.
We can certainly do that.
Then we'll be able to supply some players for Tonga too, you know.
Yeah.
That make everybody happy, you know. And
Yeah,
you know,
because
Maybe we should.
they don't have the rule that they have out in New Zealand, Australia. So
yeah, you're right.
That's why we have Tongan athletes right here.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's right.
We have Chris Mamalanga and Siwaki Levi.
You're right. Yeah.
yeah,
They're the ones who's bringing the high school kids from Tonga here to play football. Yeah.
Really?
So their program is
yes.
probably running right now.
Yes.
And right now they're probably running their program.
But it's just a branch of this Tongan pro athletes, but their program is for youths. Yeah.
Mhm.
So we're usually with them talking to the kids and all that. But their program is for up your alley, Alatini, with the high school kids and things like that.
yeah,
That they have here. I know Siwaki coached many championship teams, both football and rugby out there in Kahuku.
yeah.
But he just recently moved here earlier this month here to Utah. So I'll be contacting with him. But man, you got to be the head of this, Alatini. It's your idea. But man, give me and Tim and Vivian, and we'll talk with Siwaki and Chris Malanga and see where we can take this, man. Because it's a great idea, man.
Yeah, we should.
Having a Tongan team here from the U.S. Because
I mean, it's a great idea.
of course,
We got to find the right guy to help us.
yes, and I think we will. I think we will. We'll look into it, Alatini.
We'll talk more about it. Have come back on and we'll talk about it. But I think it's a good idea. I mean, it's also helping our kids to get into
Yes.
not just playing football. The kids that don't make it into football, they can get into the rugby.
Yeah.
Yes.
I think Siwaki is trying to get in. I think he's asking for the. I think he's asking for the thing to a link to
The
get
code?
in. Yeah.
Oh
To get into the union?
no,
No,
to the show right
Oh,
now.
oh,
Yeah.
I see.
Tim, you got control of that, huh?
Yeah, let me find one for him.
Yeah, I think Pio ko ki tokonya to pay.
Yeah.
I that's gonna help. Because I remember back then when we running the San Mateo team, it was all mixing. Kau tonga, kau haamoa, kau fisi. Naipe me kau palang yai. Kai
Good.
pe tokola kau palang, kan naipe me kau palang neva ing hai timi. Which is I feel like is fair for everyone to have a chance to play. Hang na kay ke famalo hi ke the all game and play. Ko
Good.
anga pe ko au pe mo anga pe kusio okton pe ke tau ai pe o mix pe ke sai pe ke pe tau ka ko anga pe experience back then. Nya ko pe
Yeah.
na ka palang mo me mau timi. But we were struggle with ko au pe mo anga ko ngo ko he vai ngai lo to.
Defensively, huh?
Hange pe we don't there's no fairness he vai nga ko
Oh,
anga pe ku sio ya aku he time ko he ke vai nga
great.
and that's what I thought those guys the only way we can beat these guys is just keep scoring. If we don't, if the score is going to be close, you know what is going to happen.
Right.
That's the only way is to beat those guys is to get the score far away from ko yang pe ku sio ya aku ton pe ke mai pe ka ke o pe futonga ata ka lava pe ke mix pe ke fea pe tau ilo pe ka pau ke tau aulen ke heri ke ka palangi ton pe ke
Yeah.
ko yang pe ku because it's gonna be a lot of tata te fito pe al ko ki olunga ko ke utau hau mo me ya
Great.
you can see it's a very political up there too.
It was really, I mean, for me as a woman, I felt that way all the time, especially when I'm in the meetings. I mean, time five fuhu and red cards, yellow cards. I'm
Yeah.
the one who goes show up at the committee meeting,
Oh
and to
my.
sit there with a whole bunch of smart men looking at a woman like
Yeah.
me. Guess what? I didn't. I get off work. I mean, we at that time I was still living here in San Jose. I will commute every day to San Mateo for the guys' practice, and I will
Wow.
commute to Oakland. That's how dedicated I was. I commute to
Wow.
Oakland every meeting that we have, and I'm telling you, I was not quiet. I fought for my guys, and I mean, I'm telling you guys, we go to Sweet 16, and there is no immigration open on Saturday. Come on, guys. I mean, to sit there and pick up the phone to call the immigration to check this green card number, if it's a legit number, I
Oh
mean,
my goodness.
that's how I felt every time. But guess what? I didn't give up. I never give up. I wanted my guys to feel special, to feel just like the other Palangi team. Hey, our first travel, guess what? I went to every Kmart store from San Jose all the way to San Francisco just to buy shirts for all my guys to wear the same shirts, and they provide their own khaki pants.
Right.
That's how I wanted my guys to feel special. Even when we travel, I'll ask the captain, please announce our team, I'll just say something to our rugby team. We're going to the Sweet 16, blah, blah, blah. I mean,
Right.
it's just little things that you do to make these guys feel special. And I'm telling you, it wasn't easy. And especially to deal with this, I'm telling you, I'd rather deal with the high school than deal with all this adult men that I had to travel with all the time. But guess what? I made sure that every one of them, feels special.
Right.
Some of them will want banana or some potato for their menu,
Oh wow.
But I'm telling you, that's how San Mateo was when we were in Mahu
Right.
but it got to the
Well,
point, hey, he gave up. He gave up and listened to me.
you know, we need you guys there, especially you, Vivian, because to build these type of organizations, what Alatini is sharing with us, we need you because you're the one who went in and battled these big people, so-called
Oh,
big people.
yes, the big whiz.
Yeah.
The full way
But
every weekend, man. I always have to go face these guys every weekend. I mean, every Monday.
but I think we have come a long ways from that,
I
Because
think
man,
so.
rugby here in Salt Lake, I have not heard of or seen any fights anymore.
That's good.
Wow, that's
Kids are
good.
just going to play, and all she gave me, they drink or have a party together. It's not like before, man. Pau peke whaigi fuhu and I was worried about party to whaigi fuhu.
That's the timing ko kanati tayo ko timing ko 2021 in tayo.
First time coconut, that's a good one.
Oh,
Yeah.
timing ko
That's
kanati.
good.
That's probably what they called you behind your back back then in those big meetings.
Oh, oh, believe me. And I actually I went all the way up to become the vice president for our union league here in Northern California.
Oh wow.
That's
So
how
there you
far
go.
I got to know these men, and they trusted me. And one year that our president, retired, and we had to pick a new president, and they picked
Mm,
me as the woman as their vice president, and I was like, whoa.
wow.
That's nice. So you make some noise then.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Good.
how I got to know. And then I formed a Fijian team. There was a Fijian team was already formed, but they needed to get into the Palangi Union.
Mhm.
Right.
So I got them into the Palangi Union.
Well, look
And
no
that was
further. There
my
you go. Vivian is the.
I'm gonna tell Fred and Bill. I'm
So
gonna tell
you're the president and the vice president right now.
Yeah.
I don't even know who is on the union right now. My
You
last
keep talking, you're going to be the secretary too.
Oh my God. Oh, that was my position with San Mateo. I was the mother, the secretary, the manager. Sometimes we don't even have a coach. They put me as the coach. But
Man,
we were
but
lucky. You know what? But we were lucky because some of our rugby guys they went to Burlingame High School.
right.
And there was 4 guys. Oh my God. I have to mention their name. Mr. Murdoch, Mr. Peters, Charlie, and who's the fourth one? Or was it just 3 of them?
There's 3.
Those are the 3 main San Mateo private sponsors.
Mhm.
Before ito ko tawag ko yan, now Coach Mahalo is Burlingame Rugby.
Mhm.
And these guys were playing for Burlingame. Some of them like Eric Ituipulotu and a lot of our guys, Bill Mahoney. So these men just follow them to the union, and we travel with them everywhere. Everywhere we go, those were my 3 main right hand men. There's always with me all the time, and they always come up with some great donations and help out the guys every time we travel. And 2 of them has gone, and we still have Mr. Peters, and I'm sure he's listening right now.
Mhm.
But yeah, those were the San Mateo guys back. They were the only sponsors, private sponsor, year in and year out, every time, and they follow us everywhere. And we were lucky to have them too. But majority of our finance it comes from either we sell food or we fundraise and all kinds of stuff we used to do, but we came up with the money to go. So
Well, we got
Thank
Coach Siwaki
Siwaki?
joining us.
Coach, you here?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Oh, I see. Man, sorry, guys. That's what happened when you come from Ewa. You cannot find your way. As much as I play with these toys, I don't think I know. I don't think I'll ever master this thing. But yeah, we finished early because there's a few things going on. But I was listening to a lot of what was said. But thank you, guys. And
Thank
Alatini,
you.
you are a hero, man. You know,
Yes.
among
you.
everybody that is in here.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
But
Excuse me.
maybe Tim, if you don't mind, I don't know what I missed because I was, doing a lot of trying to find my way in here.
Yeah.
I still don't know how I got in here, but I'll figure it out after. But,
Well,
guys,
we just these guys, both of these guys are Hall of Famers.
yeah, of
in
course.
the rugby.
I follow those two.
Yeah.
Don't forget, I'm Mr. Rugby in Hawaii as well. So
Yeah.
So Alatini's,
president-
Oh, so you're from Hawaii?
yeah.
yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
Alatini's,
Vivian,
he's
Coach
coaching right now in high
Siwaki
school.
here. Coach Siwaki here was the first Tongan head coach in high school in Kahoku and won what, 5 championships, Coach?
Yeah.
Wow.
4 or 5 championships out there, state championships.
Mm.
Wow.
Yes, football. Football is I'm
Nice.
talking about. And then he did it again with the rugby. So, Coach, we were talking about where your field is at right now. Alatini here has an idea. He wanted to start a team with our Tongan kids or Tongan players, right, Alatini?
Yeah.
And he is currently coaching a high school team in San Francisco with the rugby team. And wants your expertise in this, Coach. What can you do? What can you do to help his cause? He wants to form a team not only in San Francisco but here in the United States, in the States.
Just for Polynesian, not just for Tongan, but for all
Well,
Yeah,
Polynesians.
Polynesian.
It's not a new idea because we've been working on it for
Uh-huh.
years. We have had Tongan team, put together in Hawaii, but the whole overall is United States, of course. We already doing it with football. So, and Alatini is right. The talent is unbelievable. And, we already, I would say, accomplished the biggest part, which is a nonprofit for it's called Pase Polynesian. Yeah, like he said, not just the Tongan. It's called Polynesian American Sports and Education, which is open to whatever sports and anything with education. But there's many, as you know, I'm currently the president of the Hawaii Youth Rugby Union. A lot of people know me for football, but I'm more a rugby freak than football, because as a sophomore in Kahuku, I was already playing rugby. We're talking 76, but took the national.
Man, you look good for your age, bro.
So just nothing compared to the 2 Hall of Famer, but it's just something to dream about. But just in 1981, we had the first Hawaii Tongan national team to tour to Tonga, and we met there with the triangle with Fiji, Samoa, and Tonga. So we were lucky to tour Hawaii for 1 week with the Fiji national rugby team and the Hawaii national team. And we were Taritari for Tonga for Nuama. So we spent a week in Hawaii and a week in Vava'u. then return. That's when Fiji had the 3 tests with Tonga. But that, you know, and of course, the first World Cup, 87 in New Zealand, we brought the Hawaii national team and compete in Rotorua and Manukau and watch the real games. We stayed at the same hotel with France when they had the finals. We were, Tim's brother, Samisoni Manoa, was our lock. He was great. You know, he was the one on the field at Eaton Park with the Hawaii flag and a few other guys to represent. We were there, but anyway, for the rugby side of me, a lot of people don't know. But yeah, when I heard Alatini talking about it, that's a dream that I think a lot of us have, and it can be done. You know, now that rugby's coming up, I mean, it's unbelievable. But Bill, just the other day, I just spent this weekend with Kelepi Finau, you know, and the reason why he approached me, because they are purchasing a sports facility at Draper, right close to where I am right now. And he said, Coach, I hope you're up to it, but you know, he's supposed to come by tomorrow, but I'm just gonna text him. I'm leaving to Hawaii tomorrow morning to take care of some business, but I'll be back. But you know what? These are the right guys, and that's Bill's cousins in them, you know. And I'm not sure all the details, but he said they want to build this sports facility specifically for Polynesians, and I know they're putting big money into it. And he asked me, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna run ahead of it because I haven't heard all the detail, but he told me he'll take me to the place, to the site. But yes, I always dream of having a domes of what you call that, you know, when you have all these Polynesians to check in, you know, maybe 200 members, and run a program, man, and dominate all sports, not just rugby, football, everything. It'll be unfair, but it's a dream. I'm not sure how to put it together. Alatini, we can put together. TV and Chris Mamalanga has been, you know, trying to take a little by little of what we can handle. But that's the big picture, you know.
Right.
I mean, a Polynesian Academy, man. But anyway, I didn't come here to take all the time, but I just wanted to fill in where the little that I heard, and we can continue from here, you know, working together to accomplish something.
That's a good news. Yeah, that's a good news.
So how's your time, guys? You know, we've been on here for about maybe a couple hours, so just asking for people, you know, to be respectful.
2 hours, 2.5 hours, maybe.
Yeah, so I just want to be respectful for your time.
Yes,
So,
go taimi pe Alatini.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah.
well,
You know, we
we'll-
just
So nice to
since
see you.
since Coach just joined us, I think this is a great thing for us to discuss. Since this is Alatini's night, and it's his wish to have this dream, you know, put into reality. I know Siwaki has been running things his way, but this is Alatini's dream also, that we can help him. And that's the good thing about having this page or this group that we have here, this, you know, that we have such people like Coach Siwaki Levi here. That he can help us, Chris Malanga and all of those guys. And like he mentioned, you know, my cousin Kalepi, you know, Finau, the golfer Tony Finau, that's his father.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, but you know, these are the type of people that we know that can help and contribute, you know, money wise. How could it be? But
I think I think money will be okay. I don't think the
Yeah.
problem is going to be the money. I think the problem
Okay.
is getting the committee started. You know,
Okay.
this is the land of opportunity. Money will come. You know,
Of
I think
course.
you guys
Yes.
remember the movie, The Field of Dream. If you build, they will come. And I think
Yes.
as you mentioned that they already have the side. I think from there that we can move on, you know. And if
Yes.
we can look forward to for the next 40, 50 years, how many of those kids gonna never see the story that we started or the wish that we have? And they will be
Yes.
able to, you know, probably more than many Hall of Famers going to come out of that, not just in rugby, but so other sports. You know, I
Yes.
think Tim is, you know, he find a way there at Vi to help all those kids. You know, it was like reaching heaven when you reach that point that they Vi and Tim had in those days, and see how many of our guys get there now. You know, and I
Right.
think if somebody out there, and I think Hiwaki is bringing the good point here that we hopefully will be able to start somewhere, you know.
Well, I think Siwaki got he has the blueprint. He's already got the
Yes.
blueprint. I think
Yes.
it's just a matter of just, you know, changing a few things, but otherwise, I think he's already got the blueprint to start whatever people has, and we can go from there. But yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You got any more to add to that, Coach?
No, you know, it's been a long time trying to find a team, you know, and I think, you know, sometimes, you know, it's hard, you know, with just a certain group. And the group that I was with we were focusing on American football, you know,
Yes.
but rugby is always there because, like I said, and you know, there's so many. Rugby is a easy, you know, to build, because the parents of these players are still diehard rugby people. You know, there's only of our people. As long as we've been here in the U.S. for 50 plus years, you know, I mean, I left Tonga when I was 10 years old. You know, I didn't play any organized rugby back in Tonga, but you know, I've been with football my whole life. But
Yes.
rugby is still like my priority for some reason. You know, when I'm playing that game and coaching it, and and I think
Rugby is fun.
sorry guys, and I think once we get into rugby, the parents is gonna buy into it, and it's all over the place. You know, rugby guys. It's just a matter of organizing it and getting something together. And I think now that I'm retired, I'm one month old into my retirement, and all of the things coming on the right time. You know.
Yeah, I told them you just recently moved here to Salt Lake.
Yeah, Vaya Antoni, I've been watching him, of course, with even Alatini. You know, we tour rugby from Hawaii every year. I was with the Rhinos, Laie Rhinos, run it for many years. All the great players that came through there come to you guys. So Tim Manoa would play with us as well if he stayed longer there. But basically, yeah. So all the rugby in Hawaii, even the main union, I've been the vice president before, and you know, so it's just connecting the king of rugby, Bay Area, and Hawaii, and Salt Lake, and LA, and we have all these diehard rugby people, and then there we go. You know, I mean, we got we in the moment putting together U.S. rugby Tongan team to have a tournament with New Zealand is putting a team, and Australia to versus Tonga. And we are already starting that process. And you may know some of the guys from here. Well, in Utah, Volawaki and some of those guys. But anyway, but the Bay Area, you guys are the king. You know, Vaya, you guys are the king of rugby in the USA. So, you know, of course, Bill and his Salt Lake guys is gonna try to argue what I just stated.
Go
But-
them go the guy with fuhu.
But all the major tournament that we have in Hawaii, especially the Kemoeatu's tournament and stuff,
Yeah.
you know, the Bay Area just come and take over it, yeah, and win it. So surrender to the Bay Area, and it shows. They got 2 Hall of Famers
Yeah.
for USA from where? From the Bay Area, you know. It's not easy for me to say this because Hawaii got a big argument about that because we dominated for years, but I can say it. And when I say it, from Hawaii, it's over, yeah. Bay Area, you're the king.
Okay, Bay Area.
Shiwaki was right. I mean, he's right. But when they come to Salt Lake, you know, we shut them up and they send them back to Hawaii.
But Jim, it's just a great honor to be on the same panel with 2 Hall of Famer
Yes.
USA rugby player here.
Sure.
I mean, that's leading the way via, it's outstanding. We're not many in numbers, and what we need is just to work together. There's a few people. Find the right people with the passion, not the money, not the skills, not the knowledge, not the whatever's, but with the passion. That's what's going to make it last. So I think it's just trying to find the different people to put together to get something going. So thank you.
All right. So,
Alatini, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Your idea, is it for every state to have a team or just putting one team?
I mean, just one team. If we can provide more than just one team, that's great. But, we have the potential. I've been traveling sometimes and watch rugby, even in Utah. I see the talents is just there, and it just hurt me to see that we have what it takes to become a great teams, but we don't give the opportunity for the youth, and we see in high school levels and how many of our Polynesian kids dominate football, and after that, and then what, and as a community, if we can come together, all the time and put the skills that need or that requires to accomplish this whole purpose here, then bring it in, and then let's try to make something happen, and it's just one team to start with, make a professional team, and if there's a bunch of developed teams underneath it to support the systems.
Can I say
the key thing is to form this committee so we could start from the committee, to communicate and and do the plans. So because it sounds like if we just gonna have one team, so it's gonna be like you have to pick from Utah, Hawaii, LA, here. But I think the most important, I think Dini is trying to say, is to have a committee to support the youth, right, Dini?
Yeah. To build up.
Yeah, to build them
and
up.
to also build up to have a one professional team, right?
Yeah.
Is that the goal? Is have one professional team that would play the Eagles or other, like New Zealand team from New Zealand and team from internationally, right? Play internationally.
We can supply some players from here to Tonga and then the US, Yeah.
How about I suggest?
That's my 2 cents. I think in order to pick a team, I think you will have a tournament in the Bay Area. We'll bring a Hawaii All-Star team. Bill will bring his Salt Lake City, Utah team, and you guys bring the Bay Area, and I'm sure LA can bring a team, and we'll have a tournament to select the team,
That's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking, Alatini.
Just more like Kingdom Bowl.
Yes, it will be the Kingdom Cup. You know,
Yes.
side by side with our Kingdom Bowl, which is already planned for 22 in January at the Bay Area. See, that will be the doubleheader right there. You know,
Yeah.
the youth football game, the Kingdom Bowl, and the Kingdom Cup.
And then we'll also have a form committee to pick or select the players to make that one team. You know, this gives a lot more kids chances to participate and hopefully get in. You know, rather than just picking a team out of nowhere. I mean, Alatini, you can say, "Hey, I have 5 here," and I can say, "I have 5 here." Or coach, he's forgetting he's a Salt Lake man now. He keeps referring to me that, but he's the head Salt Lake guy right now. You know, and because let's not forget Texas, man. We have some of the biggest
Sure.
Tongan boys from Texas,
Yeah.
from out
True.
there. So
Oh yeah.
I think that's a good idea, Coach, to have every state have a team or two, and then we meet at one of the states and have a tournament for a couple of days. And after that, then we'll sit, or the committee that we pick to pick those players will sit and pick out those players from that tournament.
Yeah.
And then we'll have our team to represent us. Is that okay, Alatini? Or
I'm ready. I'm ready to go.
now that I have Siwaki here,
Yeah.
I have no problem. I'll bring our kids and he can coach.
I'll get the schedule out because we're already halfway into the Kingdom Bowl schedule and the site. So, and we already know that Bay Area is the best site, you know, easy for people to get to.
To get there, yeah.
And the weather is a little bit better in January at the Bay Area than here, you know.
Yes.
And if we have to move because the weather, but that go hand in hand with, well, you know, Tim and Vaya already been to our Tonga Bowl, Kingdom Bowl at the Bay, so they know the timing. If we can play football, we can play rugby, right, guys?
Yeah.
Right.
Of course.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it's an easy add-on. Just you know, it's just the Kingdom Cup and the Kingdom Bowl, you know.
Yep.
So there we go, and we'll go from there. But I think that's just a beginning. Then and I'll get you know, Tony and you know, and Alatini's phone number, and well, we will get it together where we can Zoom and talk, and this is how we do our meeting, you know.
Right. Yes.
So,
Sure.
all right.
Fellas. All right, guys. Thank you.
Thank you.
Tini malabito o lama
Yeah.
mai kita tano fin.
Yeah.
Malo. Vaya malabito. Vivi malo lama mai. Bill, thank you very much,
Yes.
man. Siwaki malo
You're
lama mai.
welcome.
Malo.
We'll continue our conversation and great ideas that we have tonight. And congratulations, Alatini, for making the Hall of Fame, man. We're proud of you. And we'll continue our
We'll be
conversation.
there. We'll be there, Aladini.
Yes, we'll be there.
We'll be there.
That's right.
Thank you, guys.
So
Yeah,
good
get
night,
on,
everybody.
get on me, okay?
No worries, man. No
Okay.
worries.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Wait,
Malo.
I'm missing something here. What do you mean? I missed Vaya's when they inducted him to the Hall of Fame because me and Sione Magahiri and them was gonna come, and something happened in Hawaii. I didn't make it. I watched all the videos and everything. Are you guys planning for Alatini ones? Because I missed that. info.
Yes.
We're
Be
planning for
included
his.
in that. I need to know when and where.
Yeah.
Well,
We're 5 hours from Vegas, Siwaki. So that's where.
Hopefully
That's
it's in Vegas.
Yeah,
yes.
hopefully.
yes.
So I'll let
Well,
you guys know.
If it's in Vegas,
update,
Alatindi, I
Alatini
think
po-
you're gonna have
yeah.
the whole Tongan be there. We're gonna have
Hopefully.
everybody be there. The whole Tongan community will be there.
Yeah, appreciate
we'll paint it red, huh? We'll paint it red.
it. Red.
No, but that's a great honor, Alatini, eh? And we're so
Oh.
honored to have you here. And I'm sorry that I had the technical difficulties and
No
I
problem.
couldn't come in. But man, I am so glad that I'm here, just hearing your voice and seeing you, man. Because I looked at the pictures and I saw that one film that Waya sent me, but
Yeah.
I am gonna go back to YouTube and I'm gonna keep looking for your films,
Okay.
man. Because you're one heck of a guy, and congratulations again from us
Again,
at
yes.
Tongan Pro Athletes of today and yesterday's show. This is truly an honor to have two Hall of Famers, eh?
Yeah.
Siwaki himself could be a Hall of Famer in the high school coaching, eh? 5 football championships and and some rugby championships to go along with it. And then we have Tim Manoa, the second Tongan to ever make it to the NFL. And then
Sure.
Vivian, the first vice president of the United States Rugby League. You keep talking, we're going to nominate you to be our president here, Vivian.
Oh no, we're gonna nominate you. You and Tim.
Hey, I am good as a secretary, man. You guys, whatever you need, I'm there. But Alatini, we love you, brother. And don't worry, we'll be there in your day, and we'll make it special for you.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Congratulations again to me. It's so nice. It was so nice to see you.
Same here.
Many years. How many years? But we will make it to Vegas if it's in Vegas.
We all be there to support him.
Yes. We're gonna paint it red, that's for sure, like Bill said.
Red, white, and blue, just not red.
Also, Siwaki has his Zoom. Siwaki on Tuesday, too. On Tuesday, your Zoom with the Tongan youth athletes.
Oh yeah.
I might move it because the thing is I'm trying not to be at the same time with you guys, with us, but you guys don't stay
Coach.
still. You guys move around. So
No, our regular night is on Thursday nights.
Yeah.
But we made it a special night for Alatini here.
Okay.
And did it on Tuesday because I didn't want to move, the Thursday's appointment. So that's why we're on tonight, just for Alatini. But
so I'll stay with the Tuesday then.
Yeah, Tuesday night's your night.
Because as soon as I saw you guys would do at the same time, I cut mine short because I'm still trying to find if I just moved it a little 1 hour later now. But we'll get it together. But Tim, I just want to say every team need a Vivian. Every team
of course.
Nothing's gonna move when you have a bunch of guys only. If there's no lady there to organize things like Carlos doing, and I know of all the success that you guys have at the Bay. I know when Vivian is in there, things get moving, and that's how it is everywhere.
Yes.
If the ladies don't get involved, us men will do our part good. But the admin part and all the most important thing is not happening. It's not going to happen. Believe me, if Carlo wasn't here, do you think Bill and team can make it this beautiful for all of us? I don't think so. So that's
I do watch it every week, so I know she's a big part of it.
Oh yeah.
Carlo is the saint, man. She's the queen of this, and we need you, Vivian, like Coach is saying, But
thank you guys.
Why you want to say something, and then we'll let Alatini close us up, please.
I think between me and Alatini, I think we are here because of the USA Rugby. Because without the USA Rugby, the US team picking us to play for them, we won't be here. So my heads up to the USA Rugby for picking us to be on this stage, and Without them, I won't be here, and Alatini won't be here. But I'm happy that we both made it this far. And like I said from the start, we never knew we're gonna come to this part of. We just there to play the game, and
Yes.
to get to
For the
this
love
point.
of the game.
To get to this point is, is
It's a plus.
loss of words to say about it. Ko ia pe malo.
Malo.
Yeah. Ko whiawhia wite whakamaria koe ni. E utuka ta whamalo, ke te mo tolu koe whakamaria mo tuk mai a honi. Ke usi lave tuai, hanga ku lave ane nai. I didn't feel qualified for this blessing. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So malo ke ta mai he vani ke ui ke ofa mo e tau moui whaki mai whakamaria ni. Pero whia tala pe ofa te mo tolu ka maa siu ki whamiri. Ka maa whamiri ko tō pe, ngai tapa ko tō pe mahamani. Pe tala te ofa ki he whangata koa, whangata whawhine ko tō pe, na nau toko ni au e wātaim, nā ko whainga au sia mai whangamari koe ni. Pe ko tuko ta whamalo, Tim, Bill, Siwaki, mo whaki mai whangamari koe ni, ka maa kao. Ke o whaha te ofa, mo whiawhia, ke kinau tolu ko tō pe, na nau si whilau lau ke toko ni ai wātaim nā ko whainga ai. Ka moni la vaya, without a USA rugby, we're not going to have this opportunity. Go whiawhia ai, go ofalaha te ki mo tolu, malo.
Okay.
Ofalahi atu. Yeah.
Okay,
Malo,
guys.
opa atu ka
Right.
moto katoa.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Tim.
Okay.
Thank you.
Vivian.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay,
Coach, what's up, Coach?
Okay, guys.
Hang loose.
Okay, coach.
Hang loose, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Tim,
Yeah,
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye-bye, Talatini, yeah?
Yeah, all right.
Korea.
Yeah.
Yeah.